Bara caught her breath and ran down the steps and into the square. "Why did you lie?" Amy called after her. Bara wasn't stopping. She barreled across the square. Amy ran to catch up. "Why did you have to lie?" she repeated. "Lay off," Bara threw over her shoulder. "If the book isn't part of the collection, what does it matter?" Bara continued across the square and then started down Windfall Boulevard, still rushing but no longer running. Amy caught up again. "I just don't see why you couldn't have told the truth." Bara stopped and rounded. The cold wind whipped through her hair and wisps of red gold fell on her face. "Tell Miss Corey about my dreams and how they led me to the diary." Seriously? She'd have thought we were lying, on drugs, or just plain crazy. Okay, maybe not the dream part. She'd have claimed the diary. If we told her we found it in the library, she'd have said it belonged to the library. I don't think she'd have done that. You're paranoid. I'm not. Besides, it's mine. Cedric said it himself. I found it. It's mine. She reached into her bag and brought out the diary, gesturing it roughly. "I get it. You want it for yourself. Here, it's yours." Amy took a step back. "I don't want it," she said quite firmly. Seeing Amy's obvious reluctance to have anything to do with the diary, Bara relaxed and her sanity returned. She put the diary back in her bag and looked at Amy. Amy was shivering, her coat too thin and worn for the weather. Amy didn't have a large wardrobe. Back when they were still preteens, growing spits and spurts, she'd been forced to wear pants torn at the knee and short at the hem. The terrible twins had a habit of asking her when the flood was coming. Bara gave her a guilty smile. "I'm sorry, I'm a total loser. It's cold. Let's go back to the dorm. We'll see what the diary has to say together." Trying to lighten the mood, she added, "For all we know, it's some mushy romance." Amy agreed and they made their way back to St. Cat. Along the dark boulevard and into the darker school district, they walked. Their fight was over, but neither felt any better. There wasn't much light coming from the cloudy sky, and what little made it through was pretty much blocked out by the trees above. The presence of others hurrying home might have helped, but the streets were empty. Foul weather made sure of that. After they left the square, they didn't see another soul, yet they were filled with the oddest sense. One didn't tell the other, but they both felt there was someone else out there. They took turns looking back, peering into black shadows. St. Cat's gates were closed. They paused to unlock a side door before passing through. The school was dark, all the teachers and students gone home. The stone gargoyles that perched on the upper towers were just barely visible, shadowy outlines in the last specks of day. Not bothering with the winding path that ran from the gate, they cut across the lawn. They rounded the school and the dorms came into view. It was ablaze with light. Most of the girls were already in the dining hall, but many had left on their room lights. The glow guided the last few meters home. Amy opened the heavy door. She and Bara passed through, and it closed behind them with a reassuringly sturdy thud. The click of the lock echoed through the stairway. They were safe from the prying eyes of twilight, but still, there was that feeling. They climbed the wooden stairs to their second-floor room. Bara opened the door and turned on the light. The room was empty. Amy crossed to the window and closed the curtains. Finally, they were alone.